heaven and I'm your hell. She's my weapon and I can tell you're falling. I'm not here to sell. Get off my level and in my spell. It's just a masochistic love. I've got the push under your shove. It's not the anger in your heart and in the pocket from the start. I'm not the fire in your chest. I'm just the words under your breath. Don't take the liar to your heart. He'll be the one to give you death. But we've got love drugs. Someone's going crazy. Doesn't happen, baby. Let me out my mind. Can't have another moment in another moment. Running in the wild west. Take me back, you know my love's a weapon. Oh, blood is in my veins. You got my message in your brain. I'm not the one to go insane, but I'll keep walking to my grave. It's not like a god life. I live a little, 2 times, 3 times. I live a little. God, my mind's insane when you keep messing with my brain. But we've got love drugs. Someone's going crazy. Doesn't happen, baby. Let me out my mind. Can't have another moment in another moment. Running in the wild west. Take me back, you know my love's a weapon. Time. Don't get me wrong, I'm just a human in this life. I'm not the one to tell you live right, but the signs are gone and the eyes are closed. In the words we speak are the last we'll know. I'm just a human. Don't get me wrong, I'm just a human. But we've got love drugs. Someone's going crazy. Doesn't happen, baby. Let me out my mind. Can't have another moment in another moment. Running in the wild west. Take me back, you know my love. So if it's not like a god life, I live a little. 2 times, 3 times, I live a little. God, my mind's insane when you keep messing with my. Have another moment in another moment. Running in the wild west. Take me back, you know my love's a weapon.
Merry run around, sailing up and down, looking for a shot in some direction. Got it from the top, there's nothing you can stop. Lord, you know they made a fine connection. They love each other. Lord, you can see that it's true. Lord, you can see that it's true. Lord, you can see that it's true. He could pass his time around some other line, but you know he chose this place beside him. Don't get in the way. There's nothing you can see, nothing that you train rolls in. You won't know where it's been. You got to try to see a little further. They love each other. Lord, you can see that it's true. 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 Lord, you can see that it's true.
Hey man, you know I'm really okay. The gun in my hand will tell you the same. But when I'm in my car, don't give me no crap, 'cause the slightest thing and I just might snap it out. When
Swing my heart across the line. In my face is flashing signs. Seek it out and ye shall find. Old, but I'm not that old. Young, but I'm not that bold. And I don't think the world was sold. I'm just doing what we're told. I feel something so right, doing the wrong thing. And I feel something so wrong, but doing the right thing. I couldn't lie, couldn't lie, couldn't lie. Everything that kills me makes me feel alive. Lately I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. But baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Lately I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. But baby, I've been praying hard. No more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. I feel the love, and I feel it burn down this river every turn. Hope is a four-letter word. Make that money and watch it burn. Old, but I'm not that old. Young, but I'm not that bold. And I don't think the world is sold. I'm just doing what we're told. I feel something so wrong. I'm doing the right thing, yeah. I couldn't lie, couldn't lie, couldn't lie. Everything that drowns me makes me wanna fly. Lately I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. But baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Lately I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. But baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Oh, take that money, watch it burn. Sink in the river, the lessons I learned. Take that money, watch it burn. Sink in the river, the lessons I learned. Take that money, watch it burn. Sink in the river, the lessons I learned. Take that money, watch it burn. Sink in the river, the lessons I learned. Everything that kills me. Lately I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. But baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting.
Welcome to another American River College Athletics broadcast brought to you by Stones Radio Networks. Coming to you live from beautiful campus of American River College in Sacramento, California. Today's game is sponsored by United Rentals, Ace Body and Towing, the Lincoln Potters Baseball Club, Grateful Bread, Super Taco, and Taylor Builders. To get you ready for today's matchup, let's send it up to the booth to the legend, Mark the Phantom Lowe, to bring you all of today's action.
Well, a hearty good afternoon to everybody, and welcome to American River College Baseball. The Beavers taking on San Joaquin Delta College Mustangs in the finale of a three-game series today here at Beaver Field, and the game moved up from tomorrow due to weather concerns. I am Mark the Phantom Lowe. Chris Toy is behind the glass, controlling everything. The boss, Stones McCoy, is out twiddling with the cameras out beyond the fences. Who knows what kind of views you'll see later on in the game, but it's a beautiful day out here at American River College in lovely Sacramento, California. Beavers send Luke Austin to the mound, and they are trying to avoid the sweep as the Mustangs have taken the first two in this series. On Tuesday, it was 11-3. Yesterday, down in Stockton, was an 8-2 count, and today, Austin is trying to avoid the sweep. The left-hander on the mound, 0-4 on the season with a good 4.60 ERA. He's thrown 43 innings per Coach Jay this season, 28 strikeouts and 23 base on balls. Let's take a look at the Mustang lineup he's going to be facing. As the Mustangs have been hitting the ball well, you'll see Dom Rodriguez there hitting third at 421. Blaine French has been a bit of a problem the first two games. He's homered in the first game, and then he said, I liked that. I'm going to do it again. He homered again in yesterday's game, so 2 home runs for him. Grant MacArthur also been effective so far far. Joan Barnhart hitting .361 out of the number 7 hole, and we are ready to go. We'll start off with Park Romney, the center fielder. Gabe Natividad is the shortstop. He bats second, and then Dom Rodriguez. Romney's been very good in the first 2 games of this series, 5 for 10, batting .273 overall with 13 runs batted in. First pitch is a breaking ball. It's down low, and we are started here. First pitch, according to my phone, is 2:03, and my phone is never wrong. Never right, is what I should have said. I am never right as well. Romney out of Farmington, Utah, swings and misses at that one. The Mustangs with the pinstripe black uniforms, the gold pinstripes and the gold numbers, and I'm going to say I kind of like it. It's a little bit different look. The Beavers, white pants and the bright red jerseys. That is just a little bit outside for a ball. So a good look from both squads here as we go. We got a 7-mile-an-hour wind today, 13-mile on the gusts, which usually hinders the ball from flying, but the swing and a miss by Romney. The Mustangs got one out of here, as we mentioned, Blaine French on Tuesday, and it was even more impressive. It was a line drive to straightaway center field right over the 390 mark out there, the deepest part of the ballpark. Romney now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Breaking ball's lined down the left field line, and it is a fair ball in for a base hit. Romney rounds first. Good job out in left field. That is Nick Golden out there. Picks it up and gets it into the infield to hold Romney to a single. He starts off the game with a base hit. We'll take a look at the defensive alignment for your American River College Beavers. We've got Nick Golden in left, as he said. Marcus Babada is in center today. Wyatt Winalski out in right. It's Griffiths, Eos, Reynolds, and Tatum on the inner garden. Duncan Hansen again behind the plate, and Luke Austin on the mound for the Beavers. And here's Gabe Natividad, the shortstop, who did not play in the game on Tuesday. Saw some action yesterday. Gabe at .244. Takes a fastball a little bit high. He's a freshman out of Douglas, Nevada. Right-handed hitter against the left-hander Austin. So Golden, Babada, and Winalski in the outfield for the Beavers. That pitch is just a little outside again. 2-0. Luke Austin's a sophomore from Rosemont in Minnesota. There's a line drive left center field. Going after it is Golden. Still going to go after it. It's down in left center field. Picked up by the center fielder Babada. They're going to go ahead and hold the runner at third on Park Romney, as he had to wait and see if that ball was going to land safely, which it did, about 370 feet away from the home plate. It's a double for Natividad. 2 straight hits for the Mustangs. This is how they started on Tuesday. They had 5 hits in a row, 4 hits in a row, 5 out of the inning, and they scored 3 times in that inning. Here's Dom Rodriguez, freshman out of Turlock, batting a very respectable .421. 5 home runs. He's driven in 29. Pops that breaking ball up. It's going to get out of play. 0-1. Rodriguez in the starting lineup with 29 runs batted in. MacArthur has 25. Barnard has 27. And French has 22. So a lot of pop up and down the lineup for the Mustangs, who are 19-11 on the season and 9-5 in Big 8 conference play. Rodriguez takes inside, and they've won 7 of their last 8 conference games. Romney's down at third, Natividad at second. Nobody out here in the top of the first. That one is right down the middle for a strike. 1-2 now on Dominic Rodriguez. Didn't think we were going to be able to bring you the third game of this series, as it was scheduled for tomorrow at the same time as the softball doubleheader, but this one moved up. Softball also moved up. We'll get to that a little bit later as we prepare you for tomorrow's broadcast. That's fouled off. He got that one in on the hands for Dominic Rodriguez, and Dom fouled it off. I know his dad, Dom's dad, was in the crowd on Tuesday. I know that because Stones McCoy talked to him. Stones McCoy just talks to everybody. He just goes up to the other team, talks to their dads and everything. Dom did some time with the Potters this summer, so there's a little bit of a connection there. Looks like he's got even bigger from last year. He's out in left field today. Breaking balls golfed into left field. Golden's going to come in. He's got it. Tag at third. The throw will be cut off. It's a sacrifice fly for Rodriguez, and the Mustangs are on the board first. They lead it 1-0. Rodriguez with his 30th run batted in. Golden didn't want Natividad to advance to third, so he got his throw into the cutoff man. That's Brett Griffiths over at third base. So 1 out, and here's Blaine French, and as we mentioned in the pregame, or the preambles, he has been a little bit of a problem in this series, 4 for 8 with 2 home runs, batting .329. Came into the series with 1 home run. He's upped that considerably. Breaking ball is in there for a strike, left-hander against left-hander. Grant MacArthur will follow the first baseman, Mateo Garcia batting 6th, and Barnhart, Schnabel, and Guanzon. Michael Banderas, the starting pitcher today for the Mustangs. Right-hander out of San Ramon Valley. There's a fastball in there for a strike, 0-2. So Natividad out at second base. 1 out now, 1 run in. And an 0-2 count. That looked good. Oh, outside for a ball. 1-2. I don't think the umpire realizes how hard it is to get Blaine French out. I think he needs to expand the strike zone just a little bit to help us out. I don't think that's an untoward thing to say. Breaking balls hit sharply. Taken out of the air by Tatum. He throws to second base. That's a double play. Willie Tatum comes up with the web gem at first base, snagging the line drive off the bat of Blaine French. Throws to second. Natividad is doubled off, and that is the end of the inning. Mustangs do score 1, but we go to the bottom of the first. Mustangs 1. Beavers coming to bat.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us to schedule your service today.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. Personally, the most rewarding part is about eating it. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Bottom of the first inning, Mustangs score 1. Could have been a lot worse. Willie Tatum pulls a line drive out of the air and doubles the runner off at second base to end the inning. Michael Banderas, the right-hander, out on the mound. He is 2-1 on the season, 24 innings pitched, 25 strikeouts, 15 base on balls with a 4.88 earned run average for Michael, who's a freshman out of San Ramon Valley. Take a look at the batting order for the Beavers. Brett Griffiths on top. He's batting .318. Darren Eales with the 4 home runs batting third. Jose Vega has taken over as the DH. He is hitting .320. And Duncan Hansen with some pop there at the bottom of the order in the number 7 spot. So here's Griffiths. First pitch is lined down the left field line. If that stays fair, it's going to be trouble. It is a fair ball. Griffiths rounds first, headed for second. Just running it down is Rodriguez. Griffiths thinks about 3 and pulls up the relay throw off the glove of the shortstop, but Brett had already pulled up and stopped, so he continues his odd inning. A double down the left field line on the first pitch, and the Beavers are in business with Wyatt Winalski coming to the plate. Brett had 3 hits on Tuesday, 1 more yesterday, and now 1 today. He's 5 for 10 in the series. Here's Wyatt Winalski, 243. Sophomore out of San Juan High School with 7 runs batted in. After this pitch, we'll take a look at your defensive alignment. That's a fastball, and it's too high for a ball. Looks like that's our defensive alignment. We'll take a look after this pitch at the defensive alignment for the Mustangs. We wanted to keep you on your toes because I didn't know if you caught ours in the last inning. Winalski takes a fastball, ball 2. So let's take a look again. There we go. We got Rodriguez in left, Romney in center, French in right, Garcia, Natividad, Guanzon, and MacArthur on the infield, Joseph Barnard behind the plate, and Michael Banderas is on the mound. That's off the pitcher's mound, goes out towards second base. Guanzon's not going to have a play. That's an infield single for Wyatt Winalski, and the Beavers are in business first and third with nobody out here in the bottom of the first. Beavers did put up a bunch of hits, make that 13 hits on Tuesday. They were shut down yesterday on 4 hits, as the big hero in that one was Dominic Brasesco, the freshman out of Lodi. The right-hander came on in the 5th inning in relief and shut it down the rest of the way with 8 strikeouts and just 1 hit allowed. So he was the winning pitcher in that game. So it's Darren Eels' turn now. Eels pops that one out of play on the Banderas fastball. 0-1. Beavers scored the first 2 runs of the game yesterday in Stockton, 2 in the top of the first, and then blanked the rest of the way. I believe it was Tyson Pereira and then Brasesco. Fastball's outside. Brasesco, get that right. I mean, the guy pitched very well. Beavers at first and third, nobody out here, bottom of the first. Banderas, the big right-hander. Popped up. Trying to get out of play, trying to push it out of play, and it is out of play. Over to our left, so Darren now 1 ball and 2 strikes. He has 16 runs batted in on the season, hitting .219, the sophomore from Bear Creek High School down Delta College Way. Winalski leading over at first base. He's held on by Grant MacArthur over there. He goes, pitches, grounded out slowly to shortstop. The run's going to score, throw to first base, and they get Eels by a step. That's a really nice play by Natividad at shortstop, going to his right and throwing on the run. But Eels picks up the RBI. We are tied at 1, and Winalski moves down to second base. Here's Jaden Reynolds, who's been really hot for the Beavers. 3 hits on Tuesday and an RBI in the game yesterday, batting at .349. Freshman out of Bella Vista with 11 runs batted in. He's got Winalski at second, and the fastball misses outside from Banderas. So the Beavers come right back, tie this one up at 1. That's chopped foul down the first base line. Reed Peters, the manager for the Mustangs. If you're with us on Tuesday, you know it's going to take a while to run through their assistant coaches. But we've got, a couple hours, so we'll manage. Maybe we'll just do the 1 inning thing. That's in the dirt. Nice block back there by Barnard. The first inning assistant coach is Cade Peters. Okay, so let's go check. We got that guy out of the way. Hit right back up the middle. Natividad to his left, picks it up. He's going to have to hurry at first base, and he does. And by a half step, he's got Jaden Reynolds. Don't know if he knew exactly how quickly he had to do that, but once he figured it out, he gunned it across the diamond. Moving to third is Winalski. He's 90 feet away from giving the Beavers the lead, and here's Jose Vega, who is just got 25 at-bats on the season, just moved into that DH spot a couple weeks ago. He's 8 for 25, that's .320. And he has 4 runs batted in. On the inside corner for a strike, 0-1. Jose followed by Nick Golden, then Duncan Hansen, Marcus Babada, and Willie Tatum in the lineup for the Beavers. That's a slow grounder over to third base. Garcia's going to have to hurry. He guns it across the diamond. Nice infield play by the Mustangs there in the bottom of the first, but the Beavers score 1. We go to the second inning. We're all tied at 1.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Got dragged there, and I didn't. He's an actor. Oh crap! Who cares?
You got the rest of your life to be, serious. But
just tweet it out and then don't
And
really
then run away.
Yeah.
I think it happens to some of us. Maybe it sounds a little personal to you, but
I didn't want me.
yeah,
to
I don't
sound
know.
that
It just
way.
maybe sounds like that. 'Cause
Generally,
I know
fine.
Again, you're a very bright guy. You
Yeah.
see right into
Right
my
through
soul,
you.
my friend. That's why I have so many jobs, because people think I'm funny when they're driving home. Top of the second inning here from Beaver Field on the campus of American River College, and a mostly nice day. A little bit overcast right now. Grant MacArthur, Mateo Garcia, Joe Barnhart, the first three hitters for the Mustangs against Luke Austin, who is now tied in this game at 1-1. First pitch is down low for a ball. MacArthur 287 on the season. He's 3 for 5 in the two games this week. 2 runs batted in. Gives him 25 for the season. Sophomore out of Granite Hills hits it sharply into the hole, into left field for a base hit. Third hit already for the Mustangs, and MacArthur is down at first, and here's Mateo Garcia. 2 for 6 in the series so far, 270 on the season. Does have a pair of home runs and has driven in 21. Left-handed hitter, Mateo Garcia, coming to us from Pittman High School. He is a sophomore. Left-hander against left-hander. Griffiths moves up a little bit at third base. Breaking ball, check swing outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Have not seen a member of our canine club yet today, but we did before the game, so I don't know if this counts. I'll have to get Chris on here. We can talk about it. Oh, there we go. It's a cat on a leash. We need to get a ruling on this. Breaking ball swung on and miss. And I will try to get our intrepid engineer, Mr. Chris Toy, hooked up so we can chat about this, whether it counts, whether we have to put a whole new category. It kind of cracks me up, though. Another breaking ball. Nice looking pitch from Austin on the inside corner, 1-2. Because the cat is acting kind of like a dog. Kind of like sitting there going, what do you want me to do? 1 ball, 2 strikes. MacArthur at first base. Joe Barnhart, the catcher, to follow. Got the fastball. That's a big chopper. That's a tough play. Backhand, and it's going to be an infield single. Reynolds had to try to backhand. Even if he makes the backhand, it's a problematic throw to first base as Garcia put that into play perfectly. Picks up the 4th hit of the game already for the Mustangs. Puts runners at first and second. And Barnhart, the catcher, comes to the plate. Joe, a sophomore at Tokay High School. 27 runs batted in the season and a very gaudy 361 average. He's 2 for 6 in this series with 2 runs batted in, both of those yesterday. Scored a run, had a hit on Tuesday as well. So 2 runners on here, just like there were in the first inning. He shows bunt, pulls it back. It misses the outside corner. 1-0 on Joe Barnhart. Braden Schnabel, the designated hitter, on deck. Then Ian Guanzon, 8 and 9 today for skipper Reed Peters and the Mustangs. Time is called as the fastball was high and inside. Got a time violation, I believe, is what was sent out there. So that'll make it 2 balls and no strikes. Garcia at first, MacArthur down at second base. Joe's bunt again, pulls it back. That's in there with the bender. 1-1 on Joe Barnard. Willie Tatum in front of the runner down at first. Brett Griffiths playing on the infield grass at third, anticipating Barnard bunting. He shows bunt again, bunts it high up in the air. Hansen going to dive for it. What a play, Duncan Hansen. Duncan Hansen with the one-handed catch toward the dugout there, the Mustangs dugout, and Barnard is retired. Just an excellent play by Duncan Hansen. One out, and Braden Schnabel the batter. Designated hitter batting at .288. Out of Corona del Sol, as we learned on Tuesday, that is the beer of the sun, I believe is the way we interpret it and translated it. 19 runs batted in for Schnabel on the season. He does have 3 home runs as well. Big right-handed hitter against Austin. Pitches down low for a ball. So Hansen with the sterling defensive play retires Barnard. But still 2 runners out there with 1 out. And, Chris, there's our first. I think that's our same French Bulldog from last Tuesday, who was sleeping most of the first part of that game. Breaking ball, nice-looking pitch, inside corner, gets the call strike. So far, I don't see the cat out anymore. Well, interesting. Interesting. But we got to learn to coexist if we're going to come out to the ballpark. The cat just said, I'm not having any of that. 1-1 pitch misses outside. It's 2-1. We advertise the Canine Club, and if the cat comes in and wants to start a feline club, I mean, we've got to, I don't want to be buried under lawsuits. So, one ball and 1 strike, make that 2-1. Check swing, did he go? I guess not. We got 3 balls and 1 strike. I think is that a 49er blanket down there for a French Bulldog? I think it is. Niners over under at 10.5. I don't know. I don't know which way I'm going this year. I don't know. Breaking balls, chop fell. I think I need 6 more years of Brock Purdy before I make a decision on him. I think I'm still going to wonder. I think he needs to have a 10-year career, make a couple Pro Bowls, retire, and then 2 years later I'll say, well, that Brock Purdy was pretty good. I think so, yeah. I think he's going to be one of those guys every year. Every play is going to be, you decide his future. I told you he wasn't any good. He's the greatest ever. 3 balls, 2 strikes now on Schnabel. Slightly open stance for the right-handed hitter. Fastball's hit high up in the air, right center field. Winalski on the run. He's camped under it. He makes the catch, gets it in quickly, so there's no tag. Good play by Wyatt Winalski. And Schnabel, who hit it well, is retired for the second out of the inning. It'll bring up Ian Guanzon, the shortstop. Shortstop on Tuesday. He's the second baseman today. Hitting a .250. Ian has half dozen runs batted in. 0 for 2 on Tuesday. Top of the order, Park Romney on deck. 2 hits and then 2 outs for the Mustangs here in the top of the second. Breaking balls hit sharply but fouled down the third base line. It'll be no balls and 1 strike. On 1 on Guanzon. That breaking ball just misses. 1-1. Breaking ball's lined into left center field. That's getting down for a base hit. Coming around is MacArthur. The ball bubbled out in left center, but it's not going to make any difference. It's going to third anyway was Garcia. MacArthur scores. It's an RBI single for Guanzon. his 7th RBI of the season, and it's 2-1 in favor of the Mustangs with Park Romney coming up to the plate. Garcia now at third. Arbata came in there. He tried to come up quickly, I think, to make a throw to third, but I don't think it would have mattered. Garcia was going to be in at third anyway. He did manage to keep Guanzon over at first base, so the four's still in play. Romney rifled a single down the left field line his first time up. He's 6 for 11 in the series. Takes a fastball. Nice pitch by Austin. Inside corner 0-1. Park at 273 on the season. Just a freshman out of Farmington, Utah. Guanzon leading at first base. Austin's going to go over there thinking about that. Willie Tatum manning first base for the Beavers in this one. Duncan Hansen behind the plate. 0-1. Guanzon's putting a little bit more of a lead out there. Come to the plate, breaking ball in there. Call strike. 0-2. Two very good pitches from Luke Austin. Two runs on 5 hits for the Mustangs through an inning and 2/3, and they've got Garcia down at third. 0-2 pitch coming up to Romney. Hits it sharply but foul right at his first base coach. And I don't know if I've said his name. We've only done one name, assistant coach, so I can't have you hitting him with a ground ball before we announce his name. This inning's assistant coach for Delta will be announced in the bottom of the inning, of course. Beavers managed by Doug Jumele. Got to put that in there as well. They picked him off first. They're going to go over third, but the runner will score from third base. Running back, and Willie Tatum is going to put the tag on, but scoring from third is Garcia for the second run of the inning. We go to the bottom of the second. The Beavers trail 3-1.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Towing. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We'd love to see you.
Pass flung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the... He's going to look that way. Now he's going to duck down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kid. That's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15, comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5. Bottom of the second inning from Beaver Field. Mustangs lead at 3-1. Nick Golden, Duncan Hansen, Marcus Babada 6, 7, 8 against the right-hander Michael Banderas, who gave up a run on 2 hits in the first inning, and his fastball just misses. 1-0. 25 strikeouts, 15 walks over the first 24 innings of the season from Michael Banderas. As we preview, I guess, there's a grounder back up the middle. Banderas lets it go to second, picked up by Guanzon, throws to first, and he's got him. So 1 out quickly. I was very excited over the old center field camera look. There it is right there. Giving it to you, courtesy of the Stones Radio Networks. And if you really want to, look from that angle, just look, if you can imagine going up a little bit higher in the back, there we are back there. So there you go. So we are really here. We're on site. Duncan Hansen, the batter. First pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. Duncan, 241 with 18 runs batted in. So there's the center field camera look, and it gives you a look at a fastball outside, 1-1. Unfortunately, the cameras that Stone sets up gives you better looks than I get. So I'm taking cues from other people. They're telling me what's going on. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Marcus Babada to follow. Chris Urbistando is the assistant coach. There's a slow chopper down the third, having to wait for it. Garcia throws to first and gets him. Excellent defensive plays by the infield for the Mustangs in the first inning and 2/3, and that brings up Marcus Babata. So Chris Urbistando is your assistant coach of the inning for the Mustangs. Babata 147, 6 runs batted in. Left-handed hitter. Swings and misses at a good fastball from Banderas. Marcus, sophomore from Bear Creek. That is just outside or low. Tell me if you're looking from the center field. Down low. Thank you, Chris Toy. You can give different looks now. You don't have to just give that look. Check swing. It's in there for a strike as the Wildcat goes roaming down. See? You take your eye off the ball, Chris, and there goes the Wildcat roaming down. In front, if you got him on the swing and a miss, you got him on strikes. So good inning for Michael Banderas. We go to the third inning. Mustangs on top, 3-1.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Top of the third inning here from Beaver Field. Mustangs have scored 3 times, once in the first and twice in the second. Park Romney will lead it off. He was at the plate when the double steal was executed pretty well by the Mustangs as Garcia scored as Guanzon was thrown out in the rundown. So it'll be Park Romney, then Gabe Natividad, and Dom Rodriguez, the first 3 in the order for the Mustangs. Romney singled down the line in left field and scored back in the first inning, his only appearance. 6 for 11 on the series, on the week. First pitch is outside. Fascinated by the the Feline Club, which is right in front of us now. Got inside for a ball, 2-0. Well, more canine. Well, yeah, you've got to call in reinforcements if you see that there's a cat on this. You know, the French Bulldog down there, got on the horn. He probably is going to call that in-service dog that we saw on Tuesday, too. 2-0 pitches lined out into right field. Coming on is Winalski, still coming on. Wyatt reaches up and makes the catch at shoulder height for the first out. So Romney is retired on a line drive out to Wyatt. Winalski in right field. Gabe Natividad will be the hitter. The shortstop doubled back in the first inning to deep left center field. Hit it about 360, 370 in left center, 390 in straightaway center, and 348 down the lines here at Beaver Field. A spacious stadium, and there's a curveball in there for a strike. 0-1. Another breaking ball, but that one misses outside and in the dirt. Hansen blocks it, gets it back to Luke Austin, the left-hander. 0-4 on the season, very respectable 4.60 earned run average. 28 strikeouts in 43 innings. That breaking ball slipped a little bit. 2 balls and 1 strike. Dominic Rodriguez is on deck. Beavers on the road for 2-3 next week in conference. Swing And a missed ball fouled into the catcher's glove. Let's take a look. I think it's Cosumnes River College, and we are here on the 4th. That's a Thursday at 2 p.m. That'll be the only time we are here for that one, as the two of the games down at Cosumnes. But join us next Thursday. There's a line drive to the left. That's a solid base hit by Natividad. He's got 2 hits. Picked up by Golden in left field and got back in. 6 hits so far for the Mustangs, and here's Dominic Rodriguez. Sacrifice fly in the first inning for Dom gives him 30 RBI in the season and 4 this week, as he is 3 for 8 with 4 runs batted in. Batting average of .421, and he has 5 home runs. Natividad leading off of first base. Rodriguez checks the swing, but it's on the inside corner. 0-1. Blaine French on deck. Natividad inches off of first base, and Austin's going to go over there. Doug Jumale, the head coach at American River. Todd Conroy, Ben Cornfield, Chris Garcia, Marcus Garcia, Mike Hankins, and Lou Zabia. The assistants, we just put them in a whole inning. We don't give them individual innings like we do with Delta. That's a line drive in the left field. That's a base hit right in the hole. Rodriguez, solid single to the left. 2 on and 1 out here in the 3rd inning, and here's Blaine French, who lined into a double play his first time up. Hit a line drive down the first base line. Willie Tatum with a nice shoestring catch through the second to double off Natividad. But Blaine has been a problem all week with 2 home runs, 1 on Tuesday, 1 yesterday. Mustangs won Tuesday 11-3. They won yesterday 8-2 down in Stockton. French's wing and a miss. Way out ahead of the breaking ball from Luke Austin, 0-1. French at .329 coming in, 3 home runs and 22 RBI. Another breaking ball, but that's just a little bit inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Grant MacArthur, the first baseman, number 5 hitter, is next. I hit him, I think, so he'll roll right in on French, who was going to look to swing at that one and pulled it back and was hit by the pitch, which loads the bases. With still 1 out, and here's Grant MacArthur, who singled his first time up back in the 2nd inning, later scored on Guanzon's single. So Grant with 25 RBI, 4 for 6 this week. Big right-handed hitter out of Granite Hills High School. Lines it down the left field line. That is a foul ball. Had a little bit of too much draw on that one. We call it a hook on the golf course. And MacArthur will come back and try to do it again. 0-1 on Grant MacArthur. Mustangs 1 in the first, 2 in the second, threatening here in the 3rd with the bases loaded and 1 out. Romney started the inning off with a fly ball to right field, but then Natividad single, a single by Rodriguez, and French hit by a pitch. MacArthur takes in the dirt. Duncan Hansen doing his job by blocking that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Mateo Garcia, the 3rd baseman, number 6 hitter on deck. Breaking ball stays high. 2-1 on MacArthur. Again, San Joaquin with the, you don't see the pinstripes as much these days. It's a good look. In the gold and black, it's a good look. That one's outside, 3-1. Tatum and Griffiths at the corners are up. They'll come home probably with the ground ball. Infield in the middle is double play depth. We got more canines coming in. The Cats not really even watching the game, though. I don't know if that's a consideration for, postseason awards or anything. 3-1 pitch, that's ball 4, and MacArthur has himself an RBI. Now TV Dodd comes across the plate. Still one out, and Mateo Garcia, who singled his first time up, and we're going to have a meeting at the mound. We'll step away for just a second here. We're in the top of the third inning. Mustangs now on top 4-1.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Towing. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Very short meeting at the mound, and Austin is ready to confront Mateo Garcia. The third baseman singled and scored back in the second inning, hitting at .270, 3 for 7 this week. 2 home runs, 21 runs batted in. Takes the breaking ball from the left-hander. It's in there for a strike on 1. On 1 on Garcia. Sophomore from Pittman High School. Another breaking ball, that's shot, but it's foul down the first base line. So it's quickly 0-2 on Mateo Garcia. Rodriguez at third, French out at second. It's Grant MacArthur over at first, who picked up the 26th RBI of the season for him, and the bases loaded walk. 0-2 pitch. Popped up. It'd be infield fly rule, so the batter is out as Willie Tatum surrounds it and makes the catch. So 2 outs, still bases loaded though, and here is Joe Barnhart, who was popped up his first time up trying to bunt. He popped it up foul in a very, very good play by Duncan Hansen to retire him. He does have 27 runs batted in on the season. 2 for 7 this week. Batting at .361 coming in. Also has 4 home runs. Sophomore out of Tokay High School, up here with the bases loaded. Breaking balls popped up. Calling for it is Griffiths at third, then Eels is coming in. He makes the catch. That is Griffiths. And it's nice job by Austin to shut down the Mustangs, but they do score once. We go to the bottom of the third, and our score Mustangs 4, Beavers 1.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We'd love to see you.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us to schedule your service today.
Oh, I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. Personally, the most rewarding part is about eating it. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Coming back for the bottom of the third inning and our first installment of Meet the Staff here at the Stones Radio Networks. We're going to get our engineer and producer, Mr. Chris Toy, on the microphone. So I want to talk to him. First of all, Chris Toy, doing a fantastic job.
Oh, thank you very much.
Doing a fantastic job and very excited. I see you were very excited over that center field camera.
I am. I enjoy it thoroughly. New toys, new technology. You know, it's always a fun thing.
But the reason I really wanted to get you on here is because, as you know, the Canine Club is huge here at American River College.
It is.
Acknowledge all the canines that we see, and you're the one who spies most of them. We've got a couple of them out here today. Willie Tatum, the first hitter, takes a strike. 0-1. He's followed by Griffiths and then Winalski. But today, I must confess I was taken aback. You took it in stride, but our first member of the Feline Club as Tatum fouls it off. We saw our first member of the Feline Club, who is now settled right out in front of us here in the bleachers.
Indeed, and you had predicted it just kind of jokingly a few weeks ago, and what you said, what we need is a cat out here on a leash, and there you go. So
what we have is a cat on a leash, and in true cat fashion, I don't think he's looked at the game at all.
No,
looking the other way, just to say, I don't want to be here. Okay, I just want everybody to know I don't want to be here. And where we got a couple of pups down there's a sharp grinder at the shortstop. Now TV Dodd has it across the diamond and gets Willie at first base for the first out. Again, a lot of infield assists for the Mustangs, and they are equal to the task. And so, Chris, we've got our cat. We've got a couple more. With the French Bulldog is kind of like taking the center stage here the last couple of games, and he's got his spot in the same spot down there. I like to see that.
Yeah, absolutely. He's consistent. He's found his season tickets, if you will.
If you want to get on the broadcast, get in the same place every time, and then we'll get you on the broadcast. That's Chris Toy. Meet the staff here at the Stones Radio Networks. And, we got to get the Canine Club T-shirts going. And we get the Feline Club where it's a picture of a cat looking the other way from the game. I think that's a tremendous shirt. As Brett Griffiths at the plate. Brett ripped a double his first time up. Later scored the Beavers' only run. So he is 1 for 1. 2-0 on him now. Line drive center field. That may stay up. Coming in and making the catch in center field is Park Romney. So Griffiths hit it well, but stays up long enough for Romney to get underneath it in right center field. 2 outs, and Wyatt Winalski coming to the plate. Wyatt with a infield single in the first inning, so he's 1 for 1 in this one. Came in at 243. Griffiths came in at 318 as 1 for 2 now. Left-hand hitting Winalski takes in the dirt from Michael Banderas. Giving up 1 run on 2 hits in the first inning, then retired the next 5. So he's retired actually 8 in a row. Going back to the ground out by Eels that scored the run in the first inning. Winalski hits that one into center field. Here comes Romney again. Moves back a step and makes the catch. So a very quick inning. The ball hit well by the Beavers, but nothing to show for it. We have to mention our coach of the inning, Mr. Brian Babcock of San Joaquin Delta College. We go to the top of the 4th. The Mustangs on top, 4-1.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Got dragged there, and I didn't. He's an actor. Oh crap! Who cares?
You got the rest of your life to be, serious, but
just tweet it out and then don't
And
really
then run away.
Yeah.
No, I think it happens to some of us. Maybe it sounds a little personal to you, but
I didn't want me.
Yeah,
to
I don't
sound
know.
that
It just
way.
maybe sounds like that. 'Cause
Generally,
fine.
Again, you're a very bright guy. You
Yeah.
see right into
Right
my
through
soul,
you.
my friend. That's why I have so many jobs, because people think I'm funny when they're driving home. Top of the 4th. Sorry about that. A little bit late to the party here, as Chris and I were talking with the owner of the cat, Whiskey the Cat. Evidently, Whiskey. Evidently, there's somebody listening in Canada who is hearing the stories about Whiskey the Cat, and now Whiskey. Did you see that, Chris? Look at that. Boy, giving me a look. That is a look right there. That is a look. Ground ball into the hole into left field. A base hit. That is Braden Schnabel. Just out of the reach of the Beavers on the left side of the infield. And Schnabel has a hit. He fly to right his first time up. As we're taking pictures of Whiskey the Cat, who's suddenly the most popular person in the entire, or popular thing in the entire stadium. I mean, international star. If they know him in Canada. Whiskey a guy or a girl, you think, Chris? That's a guy, yeah. Scotch would be a guy too. Breaking ball, nice looking pitch from Austin in there for a strike. Ian Guanzon, the hitter, he's singled in a run his first time up, so Ian is 1 for 1. His RBI number 7 on the season. Shows bunt, bunts it down the first base line. That's a beautiful bunt, pushed all the way to second. Gloved it over to first. Heck of a play out there. That's Jaden Reynolds, who came up and made a beautiful play on a great bunt by Guanzon. He's going to get credit for a sacrifice. But Reynolds almost 2 on and nobody out, but Reynolds makes the fine play, moves Snable over to second base, and here's Park Romney, who is singled and flied to right. Jaden made the only play he could. He gloved it and kept it in the glove and flipped it over to Tatum for the first out. Beautiful breaking pitch in there for a strike. So Whiskey the Cat, internationally famous thanks to Stones Radio Networks, ARC Athletics YouTube, or Stones Radio Networks YouTube. Swing and a miss on an inside breaking ball. We do thank all the people who tuned in on Tuesday. Very good numbers checking out the game, and I can't explain to you the technicalities of how we compute the numbers and everything, but basically we take the number of people who watched it on Stones Radio Network's YouTube and the number of people who watched it on ARC Athletics and put them together, and that's how you get a number. So it's pretty involved. Fouled out of play. Kind of leave it to the numbers people. We can't figure that out on our level. So Schnabel opens up the top of the fourth with a single, then the Guanzon sacrifice on an excellent play by Jane Reynolds. Seeing a lot of good defensive plays early on in this one from both sides. Romney popped it up right side. Willie Tatum thinks he might have a chance, but Willie Tatum is not Plastic Man or Mr. Fantastic or Reed Richards or whoever that is. Not any of those guys, really. 0-2 now. Gabe Natividad is the on-deck hitter. Checking the runner at second base. That's Schnabel. Line drive foul down the first base line. Look out over there. Guy on the scooter. On the motorized scooter, whatever that is. These kids today. We used to have to push him. Okay, that was the old days. You push the scooter. You don't get there. It's not a car. All right. 0-2 on Romney. Jaden Reynolds dancing out. There's a grounder down to third. Big hop for Griffiths. Looks the runner back across the diamond and gets him at first base. Throw behind the runner at second from Tatum. But back in there is Schnabel. Brett got the big hop there, but he had to get Romney quickly down the line at first base. The runner stays at second. Now 2 outs, but Gabe Natividad, who has a double and a single so far in this one.
Number 4, the shortstop, Gabe Natividad.
Came in at 244, but doubled back in the first and then singled and scored in the third. Right-handed hitter. First pitch is outside. Two outs here in the fourth. 8 hits so far for the Mustangs. That's chopped foul. Over the top of the dugout. Evens it up 1 ball and 1 strike. Dominic Rodriguez on deck, the number 3 hitter for Delta, who sit at 9-5 in conference play and 19-11 on the season. Beavers 8-18 and 2-9. Breaking balls skied down the right field line. I think it's going to end up foul, but Winalski gets over and makes the catch. Wyatt Winalski covering a lot of ground on what was a foul ball, but very close. Good inning for Luke Austin. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Mustangs still on top, 4-1.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
told Rick, I said, this is the guy that's going to lead us out of the.
He can't even lead us out of the
He
parking
can't get out of the
lot.
parking lot.
So we just moments ago, a rhubarb, a brouhaha between Mr. Reynolds, the great Jerry Reynolds, and the great Mr. Basketball.
They always wear
He
something
dresses different. He has his suit on and stuff.
So it's like, hey, fans, I'm different.
Yeah.
You know, I'm the man.
Well,
see, so.
yeah.
Welcome back to the bottom of the fourth. Darren Eels will start us off against Michael Banderas. There's a sharp line drive into left field for a base hit from Darren Eels. Third hit for the Beavers at first since the second hitter of the game, and Eels is down at first base, and here's Jaden Reynolds just talking to Whiskey the Bengal, who has an Instagram account. Weren't talking to Whiskey, talking to the owner. Whiskey works at Children's Hospital in Canada, and she did ask if it got cold if we could kind of take care of Whiskey in the press box, and we kind of said okay because he's a pretty impressive guy. Swing and a miss by Jaden Reynolds. See if we can get an interview with Whiskey after the game on the post game. 3:49 for Jaden, who grounded out to shortstop his first time up, and a nice play by Tippy Dodd out there at shortstop. Eels leads off at first. Popped up. Going to go out of play. Right over to our left. She just asked, there's a throw to first base and getting back his Eels. Just asked Whiskey if he wanted to drink water, and he nodded. So I guess he probably did process it. Oh, and 2 on Jaden. Got a balk. You probably heard the umpire, which is good. You got something to say it. Said he came set and didn't come set and kind of reset his hands when he got to his waist. So that'll put Eels at second base. Explaining it, umpire explaining it to Michael Banderas out there. Exactly what he saw. Can't ask any more from the authorities. Still 0-2 though on Jaden. Fouls that one back to the screen, so it's 0-2. The freshman from Bella Vista. 11 runs batted in for Jaden, who's really picked it up in the last couple of weeks for Coach Jay. That's down low for a ball, 1-2. I want to mention the Delta College coach of the inning, Brian Condro, the fourth assistant coach that we've been able to spotlight. We'll get through all 10 before it's over. There's a little blooper out over the shortstop's head, and the nice try in center field, but it's down for a base hit. Throw comes up, the center fielder comes out, and that is Romney. Great try by Romney, backed up by Rodriguez. A good read by Eels. He took off and thought it was going to drop. Then he had to kind of wait because Romney made a tremendous try. But it's 2 on and nobody out, and they'll bring up Jose Vega. Grounded to third his first time up. So Eels with the single, goes to second on the balk, goes to third on the bloop single by Reynolds, who has his fourth hit of the series. And Jose up here with 4 runs batted in, looking to do some damage. Fouls that one out of play over to our right. 0-1, Nick Golden to follow. Jose batting in the number 5 spot. 324 runs batted in. Short lead at first by Reynolds. Vega hits one out to right field. That is going to be down for a base hit. Here comes the Eels. Darren waited until it hit the ground totally. It came in to score. So it's another hit for the Beavers. It's the 5th run batted in for Jose Vega. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th, and now a 4-2 count. And Nick Golden, which we think would be a sacrifice situation up here with nobody out. Nick grounded out to second base his first time up to Guanzan. So he's 0 for 1, batting at 172. Left-handed hitter, and Garcia does think bunt, and so does MacArthur at first. Shows bunt and bunts it, and that's a beautiful bunt. They're appearing to first for Banderas. He throws over the head of the first baseman. 1 run will score as the ball goes on the right field line. They're waving the second run in as well. The throw will go to third base as 2 runs score, and sliding in head first is Nick Golden. And we have ourselves a tie ball game at 4-4. Jose Vega comes all the way around. It'll be an error on the throw, a perfect bunt, a sacrifice for Golden. First error of the game. The throw, which hurried, went way over the head of the first baseman. Run down in right field, but not before both runners scored, and Golden ends up at third base. And we are tied at 4. And Duncan Hansen at the plate, 18 runs batted in, leads the team, and he's got a chance to put the Beavers ahead in this one. As I was going to say the Mustangs play the infield in, but that's actually the umpire at shortstop. So first and third they are in. Hansen swings and fouls that one out of play. Duncan taking some wild cuts lately. One of our canines has noticed Whiskey, and more importantly, Whiskey has noticed the canine, and it's a staring contest. But back to the game, 0-1. Hansen swings and misses. 0-2 on Duncan. He's followed by Marcus Babada in the Beavers lineup. 3 singles and then the throwing error on a sacrifice. Really fortunate bounce on Nick Golden's sacrifice. It bounced way up in the air as Barnhart sets up way outside. They're going to throw behind him at third to down. The tag by Garcia is a little bit too late. Strong throw by Barnhart on the pitch out. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Garcia is up at third and MacArthur is up at first. Hansen saves himself there. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him on strikes. So 1 out here, and that'll bring up Marcus Babada, who struck out back in the second inning. So he is 0 for 1. Left-handed hitter Babada. Now they're going to bring the entire infield in. Fastball misses outside to Marcus, who has 6 runs batted in on the season, 147 coming in. Golden, the runner at third base. Swing and a miss, soft speed pitch. 1 ball and 1 strike. Outfield pretty much coming in as well for the check swing, and that fouls it off, and that puts Babada in the hole at 1 ball and 2 strikes. He's followed by Willie Tatum in the order. 3 runs across for the Beavers in this 4th inning, but they've got the runner at third. Swinging a foul again. Had the runner at third at nobody out, then Hansen strikes out, and now Babada with a 1-2 count. No activity in the bullpen for the Mustangs. And Banderas ready with the 1-2. Ground ball sharply down to first, but MacArthur has it, can hold the runner at third and wait for Babada to come by. Just tags him himself for the second out. So Marcus hit it hard, but right at Grant MacArthur at first base. And it's up to Willie Tatum to try to put the Beavers ahead here in the 4th inning. Grounded out to shortstop his first time up. To be Dodd with a nice play. Really has 9 runs batted in on the season. Comes in at 157. Sophomore out of Grant High School. Fastball's a little bit too high. It's 1-0. On Willie Tatum. In the dirt. Nice block by Barnhart. 2-0. Beavers with 3 runs on 3 hits and 1 big Mustang error here in the bottom of the 4th. They've tied it up at 4. Tatum with the 2-0 count, looking for something he can handle. Takes a high and outside, ball 3. Brett Griffiths on deck, and Brett's had two really good swings at Banderas with a double in the first inning and a line out in the third. High and inside, and Tatum is on first. He did the fake bunt thing, so I always thought if the ball's close on the fake bunt, the umpire's always going to call it a strike, but that one was not close. So here's Brett Griffiths, the sophomore from Jesuit. 318 coming in. He has scored 23 runs now after scoring in the first. He's driven in a dozen. 5 for 11 in the series. He settles in with Tatum at first, and still over at third, Nick Golden. Seems like he's been there a while. Sharp grounder into the hole into left field. That's a base hit, and the Beavers take the lead 5-4 on a Brett Griffiths RBI single. They've scored 4 times here in the fourth inning. 13th run batted in for Brett as Nick Golden scores. Moving down to second is Willie Tatum. And that'll bring up Wyatt Winalski. Singled in the first, flied out to center in the third. He's the 9th hitter for the Beavers here in the fourth inning. They've scored 4 times. They now have 6 hits in the game. Winalski takes a good fastball in there for a strike on one. Banderas just kind of went, I'm just going to let this one fly. And right over the corner for a strike on one. Winalski hits a sharp grounder down to first base, and MacArthur stays in front of it, and he'll take that himself. So Beavers score 4 times. We move to the top of the 5th. Beavers now on top. They lead at 5-4.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We'd love to see you.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise so you can have peace of mind. Contact us to schedule your service today.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. Personally, the most rewarding part is about eating it. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Top of the 5th, new ball game for the Beavers. They lead at 5-4. It'll be Dom Rodriguez playing French and Grant MacArthur, 3-4-5 against Luke Austin here in the top of the 5th inning. Mustangs with 8 hits so far in this one. Rodriguez hits that one deep down the left field line. It's curving. It is out of here. That's a home run for Dom Rodriguez. And quickly, this game is tied at 5. That is number 6 for Dom Rodriguez, and his second run bat in of the day. He sacrificed flying the first, singled in the third, and just turned on that one and hit it very, very hard toward the parking structure down there in left field. So Beavers' lead lasted 1 pitch, and it is now 5-5. And Blaine French will come up to the plate. He lined into a double play his first time up, then was hit by a pitch his second time. He homered on Tuesday here at Beaver Field, also homered in yesterday's game down in Stockton. Check swing, he did go according to the umpire, so it's 0-1. Whiskey the Cat is facing off in front of us here with a very good boy who's down there on field level, just kind of like staring each other out. Just a kind of a looking around. There's a little nubber down to third. Griffith has it on a big hop over to first for the out. So French is retired, and I'll bring up Grant MacArthur, who has singled and walked in this one. We salute our international audience who is checking in today to find out about Whiskey the Cat. Up in Canada, our neighbors to the north. I will say hey to them. And again, we do have a kind of a staring contest going on between Whiskey and that very good boy in the front row. It's a chopped foul. 0-1. MacArthur 287 on the season. Picked up RBI number 26 with the bases loaded walk in the third. Scored a run after singling in the second. 4 for 6 on the week. That's lined second baseman. What a stab out there by Reynolds on a ball tailing away from him for the second out. MacArthur hit it hard. Had a little bit of a fade on it, and Reynolds tracked it down. His second really good play in as many innings. And we go with 2 outs to Mateo Garcia. Third baseman singled and scored in the second. Popped out to first base in the third, so Mateo was 1 for 2. Breaking ball swung on and missed. 0-1 on Mateo Garcia. Sophomore out of Pittman High School, playing third base for Coach Reed Peters. Manager Reed Peters and the Mustangs. Looking for win number 20 on the season. Another breaking ball, but that misses outside. 1-1 and looking to get into double digits in Big 8 conference wins. That ball's hit very well to right field. Winalski going back, still going back, and that one is against the fence. Winalski picks it up and gets it in very quickly, but Garcia is going to slide into second. More to stop his momentum than anything else. He's got himself a stand-up double with not a stand-up double, just a double with 2 outs here in the 5th inning, and it'll bring up Joe Barnhart, the catcher. Winalski got back to that one about as quickly as he could and got it off the fence at 1 hop. Got it in, but Garcia easily gets into second base, and again, just slid because he was going to, if he didn't, he was going to overrun the base by about 3 steps. Barnhart has popped out trying to bunt and popped to third, so he is 0 for 2 in this one. Has 4 home runs and 27 runs batted in and watches the breaking ball outside in the dirt blocked by Hansen. Rodriguez opened up the top of the 5th with a home run to left field, then a ground out by French, a line out by MacArthur, and a ringing double by Garcia puts him at second base with 2 outs. Sails a little bit outside, so it's quickly 2-0. Braden Schnabel, the designated hitter, the number 8 hitter in the lineup, on deck. Reynolds trying to keep the runner close at second base. Barnhart comes in at 361. Breaking ball. Check to swing, held up. 3 balls and no strikes. A little bit of milling around in the pen, it looks like, down there for the Beavers, as we say all the time. There's too many fences between here and there to tell exactly who it is. 3-0 pitch is well inside. So Barnhart takes the base on balls. Now it's first and second. Schnabel coming up to the plate. He flied to right in the second and then singled in the fourth. So Braden is 1 for 2. Freshman out of Corona del Sol in Arizona. Looks like Cam Weatherford, sophomore from Arroyo, warming up for the Mustangs. Nice breaking ball by Austin in there for a strike. 0-1 on Schnabel. And Guanzon, the number 9 hitter, on deck. Fastball misses outside, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. French Bulldog down third baseline says, "You haven't talked about me since early in the game." Well, there's things going on, sir. Frenchie, there's things going on, Frenchie. Good looking fastball in there for a strike, 1-2. I got Whiskey here. I got the very good boy down there. I got things going on. I got conflicts. Yep. I got Maurice. In the dirt, 2-2. We can't assume his name is Maurice because he's a French bulldog. Jean-Claude, perhaps. I don't know if yeah. His name's probably Pete, something like that. René, Leon. 2-2. Sharp grinder in the hole, and it gets through in the left field for a hit. Coming around is Garcia. The throw's going to come into third base. It's an RBI single for Schnabel, and the Mustangs are back on top, 6-5. Stopping at second base, Joe Barnhart. 11 hits now for the Mustangs, and we're going to have a meeting at the mound. I think we're going to get a pitching change for the Beavers. We'll step away and wait for our new pitcher to come in, bring you that identity when we come back. We are in the top of the fifth. The Mustangs back on top, 6-5.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, Kid Zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Oh, I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Got dragged there, and I didn't. He's an actor? Oh, crap. Who cares?
You got the rest of your life to be, serious. But
Just tweet it out and then don't
And
really
then
respond.
run away.
Yeah.
No, I think it happens to some of us. Maybe it sounds a little personal to you, but
I didn't want me to
yeah, I don't
sound
know.
that
It just
way.
maybe sounds like that. 'Cause
Generally,
I know
again, you're a very bright guy. You
Yeah.
see right into
Right
my
through
soul,
you.
my friend. That's why I have so many jobs, because people think I'm funny when they're driving home.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, Kid Zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Joey Garrienti is the new pitcher for the Beavers. The freshman out of Vista Del Lago, making his 11th appearance. He's 2-1 on the season. ERA is 5.27, 27 and a third innings, 19 strikeouts, and 11 walks. He comes into a situation that has Joe Barnhart at second base and Braden Schnabel over at first base. He'll face Ian Guanzon, the second baseman,
Number 8, second baseman Ian Guanzon.
who has singled and sacrificed. So Garrienti in for Luke Austin, who goes 4 2/3 innings. First pitch is outside and low for a ball, 1-0. $11 hits given up by Austin in this one, over 4 2/3 innings. 6 runs so far, responsible for the 2 runners on the bases right now. Inside, this misses Guanzon. 2 balls and no strikes. Park Romney in the top of the order. A wait for the Mustangs. Two-0 pitch. Good looking pitch in there for a strike, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike on Guanzon. Whiskey the Cat is not engaged in any kind of staring contest with anybody anymore. Kind of just turned the other way. Says, I'll just look the other way. I'll just look toward the opposing dugout. Sharply down to third. Griffiths has it. Brett's going to go across the diamond to first and gets him. So Garriente comes in, does his job, but not before 2 runs on 3 hits for the Mustangs. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Mustangs back on top, 6-5.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Telling. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We'd love to see you.
Fast flung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the... He's going to look that way. Now he's going to duck down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kid. That's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15, comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5. Bottom of the 5th inning, a very entertaining ball game out here at Beaver Field. The conclusion of the 3-game series between the Mustangs from San Joaquin Delta and the American River College Beavers. Mustangs took games 1 and 2. Beavers momentarily had the lead in game 3, 5-4, but the Mustangs came back with a home run and then another run. They lead at 6-5. Darren Eels will start us off in the bottom of the 5th against the right-hander Michael Banderas, who misses outside for a ball. He's given up 6 hits and 5 runs. A couple of those runs unearned back in the 4th inning on a throwing error by Michael Banderas as his fastball is in there for a strike. 1-1. Eels RBI ground out in the 1st and singled and scored in the 4th. So Darren is 1 for 2, has his 17th run batted in the season. Little chopper down to 3rd, picked up out there by Garcia across the diamond for the out. 1 out here in the 5th inning, and Jaden Reynolds will be the hitter. Grounded to short in the 1st, singled and scored in the 4th. So Jaden is 1 for 2, hitting at a .349 clip coming into this game. 3 hits on a Tuesday in the Beavers' loss, 11-3, and he takes the fastball in there for a strike. 0-1 on Jaden Reynolds. It's followed by Jose Vega. Another fastball, but that one misses. 1-1. Ground ball right back up the middle. That'll go on into center field for a clean base hit for Jaden Reynolds. 7th hit of the game for the Beavers. Reynolds down at first with 1 out, brings up Jose Vega. Vega with the RBI single back in the 4th, grounded out to 3rd in the 1st. So Jose, who came in at .320, picked up his 5th run batted in the season and is 1 for 2 in this one. That is outside for a ball. Guanzon playing very close to second base as the second baseman, so there's a big hole in between 1st and 2nd for Jose, who takes that one down low. Another good block by Barnhart, who's done that a couple of times in the 2 games we've seen this week. 2-0 now. Jose, a freshman of Highlands High School, also a pitcher for the Beavers. There goes the runner, and it's a fastball inside. The throw to second's going to be just a little bit too late. And sliding in head first is Jaden Reynolds with a stolen base. Very good throw by Barnhart, just a shade high and a little bit too late as Reynolds had a good jump. And Jane's in there. Vega now with it. Oh, they called that a strike for some reason. I'll have to go back over the replay and see that. Look a little inside. That's a fastball high and inside, but this umpire has been pretty spot on all the game, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Out of the hundreds of plays he has to call, that I disagree with one of them. 3-1 now. Vega looking for something he can hit with Reynolds at second base. Line drive right at the shortstop. Throw to second, but it'll be a little bit too late. So 2 outs as Vega hits it right in the nose, but right at Natividad at short. And that leaves it up to Nick Golden, who was grounded to second and sacrificed. Back in the fourth, his sacrifice bunt was thrown over the head of the first baseman, resulting in 2 runs scoring for the Beavers. So Nick 0 for 1 with a run scored. Fastball misses outside from Banderas. Michael, just a freshman out of San Ramon Valley High School. I'm going to take a guess. I'm going to call them the Panthers. I don't think that's right, but that's what I'm calling them. We'll check it with our chief mascot checker, Mr. Chris Toy. Fastball that hits the outside corner, 1-1. We like mascots here. 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Don't want to forget our coach of the inning, Mr. Sean Riley, the Delta assistant coach for the 5th inning. So wanted to get Sean in there. Golden takes in the dirt. Another good block by Barnard, but it gets away behind Golden, but not enough room for Reynolds to advance. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Wolves, San Ramon Valley Wolves. What did I say, Panthers? Swinging a foul by Nick Golden. Have a chance here. Want to extend congratulations to the men's and women's tennis teams here at American River, both winning the Big 8 conference title. Bojaberry Madison, the coach of the men's team, with Tommy Liu and Jack Hall, the assistants, and Stephen Dunmore for the women with Matt Brunquell. That is in there for a strike. Call strike 3. So as we say, congratulations to the men's and women's tennis teams here at American River College. We say that is no runs on 1 hit. We go to the top of the 6th. The Mustangs lead this one 6-5.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Told Rick, I said, this is the guy that's going to lead us out of the.
He can't even lead us out of the
He
parking
can't get out of the parking lot.
So we just moments ago, a rhubarb, a brouhaha between Mr. Reynolds, the great Jerry Reynolds, and the great Mr. Basketball.
They always wear something different.
He has his suit on and stuff.
So it's like, hey, fans, I'm different.
Yeah.
You know, I'm the man.
Well,
see, so.
yeah.
Top of the 6th inning from Beaver Field. It is the Mustangs 6 and the Beavers 5. It'll be the top of the order for Delta College. It'll be Park Romney, then Gabe Natividad, and Dom Rodriguez. Romney is singled and scored back in the first inning, fly to right in the third, grounded out to third base in the 4th inning. So Park is 1 for 3 in this one. 6 for 13 on the week against the Beavers. Right-hand hitting center fielder. Takes the first pitch from Joey Garrienti, who came on to retire the last batter in the 5th inning, as Austin goes 4 2/3, 11 hits and 6 runs. Closing the book on Luke Austin. This is outside with the slider. 1 ball and 1 strike to Romney. Freshman from Farmington, Utah. A little bit overcast here. Worried about Whiskey. Don't want any rain to fall on Whiskey. He can come up here if he needs to. Fastball. Nice pitch by Garrienti. That's in there for a strike 1 and 2. Now that the steering contest with his adversary is concluded, and Jean-Claude, the French Bulldog, doesn't have any interest in anything going on. He just wants to sit on his 49er blanket. That little Brie, little Domaine Chandon, fouled out of play. A croissant. Doesn't look like he looks down on other dogs, but if you're French, you don't have that snooty attitude, you know. Very 49ers, too. Wine drinkers and stuff, yeah. Exactly. Wine and cheese, that's probably the connection there. That's why France has adopted the 49ers as their national team, allegedly. That's outside. 2 and 2. Top of the 6th, 6-5 Mustangs. Joey Garrienti in relief of Luke Austin. For American River College, Banderas through 5 for the Mustangs. High fly ball, well hit left field. Moving back is Golden. He's got a beat on it and reaches up and makes the catch. So Romney hit it pretty well, but out to left field, and Golden retires him. So 1 out, and Gabe Natividad will be the hitter. Doubled in the first, singled and scored in the 3rd. Then he flied out to right field. Pretty well hit in the 4th inning. So Gabe is 2 for 3. Came in at 244. The freshman from Douglas, Nevada. But he's hit the ball well all 3 times for the Mustangs. Dominic Rodriguez, who homered last time, is on deck. Fastball on the inside corner, call strike, and Gabe said, oh. That's the same thing that my son does when I say, you got to clean your room, dude. Oh. Of course, he's 33, but, he still should clean his room, right? That's another good-looking pitch, but misses. 1-1. And again, this umpire is unimpeachable, so you got to go with it. 1-1. That's high for a ball. Actually, his reaction on the first strike, Gabe's reaction, I think, was kind of Luka Doncic. It's like, oh, what did I do? What are you talking about? Yeah, I don't want to go into the whole Draymond thing. That's for a different place, a different time. 2-1. Chopper out to the right of second. It's going to be a tough play for Reynolds. He can't get there. It's into center field for a base hit. Natividad pulls in his 3rd base hit of the game. First against Garrienti in his stint so far. And here's Dom Rodriguez, who sacrificed fly in the first, singled in the 3rd, and hit a home run back in the 5th inning over the left field fence. The freshman from Turlock, who came in at .421, now has 6 home runs and 31 runs batted in, and has 5 hits on the week. Bluff at first base by Natividad, and the ball is outside. Blaine French on deck, the cleanup hitter for the Mustangs today. Conclusion of a 3-game set in which Delta has taken the first 2 by a combined score of 19-5. Throw over to first base. And Willie Tatum looked like he was a little surprised he caught that one. He put the glove up and, there it is. 1-0 on Dom. Sharp grounder right up the middle. Perfectly placed into center field for a base hit for Don Rodriguez. His third hit as the throw comes in from Babada. But with one out, runners now at first and second, and Blaine French coming to the plate. Lined into a double play, was hit by a pitch, and then grounded to third. So Blaine is 0 for 2 in this one. 4 for 10 on the week with 2 home runs, including one to center field on Tuesday. .329 entering the game with 3 home runs. High fastball from Garrienti. 1-0. Joey, a freshman out of Vista Del Lago, making his 11th appearance for the Beavers. Got Romney to fly out to left field, but then a single by Dividon and a single by Rodriguez. Pop up by French. I don't think that'll stay in, though. Griffiths gives it a look at third. It falls harmlessly foul. 1 ball and 1 strike now. French out of Oakland Tech High School. He is a sophomore. Grant MacArthur, the first baseman, follows him. 3 big bats right in the middle of the order there for the Mustangs. That's a high fastball. 2-1. They got Rodriguez with 29 runs batted in, French with 22, and MacArthur with 25. That's entering the game. And they've got Garcia also with 21. Barnard has 27, and Schnabel picked up number 20 for him as well. 2-1 pitch coming up to Blaine French. Chopped down to Willie Tatum at first. Willie, nice play. He's going to go to second. Skips the throw there, but it's scooped out by Eels. Nice play, Darren Eels at second base. And TV Dye goes to third. French at first on the fielder's choice. Tatum had to make a really nice catch on the grounder itself, and then his throw short-hopped Eels at shortstop, but Eels caught the ball and maintained on the bag for the force out. Now 2 outs. Runners at first and third, and here's Grant MacArthur, who singled, walked, and lined to second. All those against Austin. Picked up RBI number 26 with that bases-loaded walk back in the third inning. That's in the dirt. Nice play, Duncan Hansen, keeping that in front of him. 1-0. Outfield, pretty much straight away and deep against Grant MacArthur. Fastball in there for a strike as bluffing down from third was Natividad. But Garrienti didn't give him a second look, and it's 1-1. Mustangs pulled off the double steal earlier in the game. Back in the second inning. Another breaking ball, another dirt. Stopped by Duncan Hansen, 2-1. That was Guanzon leading off of first base. He was picked off, but in the meantime, Garcia scored from third, their second run back in the second inning. That leader scored a run in the third, 2 in the fifth, and they've got runners at first and third here in the top of the sixth. Short lead at first base, though, over by French. That just misses, 3-1. Mateo Garcia on deck. He's got a couple hits today, a single and a double. 3-1 on MacArthur. And the dirt, ball 4. Second walk for Grant MacArthur. He goes down to first, moves French down to second. Stevie Dodd is at third. Bases are loaded. Mateo Garcia singled and scored back in the second. Popped up in the third, but then doubled and scored in the fifth. So Mateo was 2 for 3. Sophomore out of Pittman High School. Playing at third base. Came in at 270. Left-hander against the right-hander, Garrienti, who is the second Beavers pitcher. Check swing, it's in there for a strike. 0-1. Luke Austin started with the first 4 2/3, gave up 11 hits and 6 runs. Joey came in to end the 5th inning, and now he got the first out here in the 6th. Couple of singles, fielder's choice, and a walk, and the bases are loaded with 2 outs. That one misses inside, 1-1. Joe Barnhart, the catcher, the number 7 hitter in the on-deck circle for Delta. One ball, one strike to the left-hand hitting third baseman. Nice looking fastball, just misses outside, 2-1. Duncan Hansen thought he had a strike right there. Catcher kind of hesitating getting the ball back to Garrienti, but it is 2 balls and 1 strike on Mateo Garcia. That misses high and outside, ball 3. So 1 pitch away from walking in a run here for the Mustangs. They lead already 6-5 in a back and forth game here to conclude this 3-game series. That is in there, call strike 2. And the bat predictably was already flying toward the dugout. And Garcia was on his way down to first base before the strike was called. Counts anyway, full count. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Everybody moving here. Everybody moving, everybody grooving. I think that's the Love Shack, but we'll save that for another time. Outside, ball 4. Tividad will score the run, the 7th for the Mustangs. French to third, MacArthur to second. RBI for Garcia is his 22nd. He's at first. And we're going to have a meeting at the mound. I don't know if we're going to get a pitching change here or not. We're just going to talk this over. We had a fly out to start the 6th inning, then a couple of singles, fielder's choice, now a couple of base on balls, resulting in the Mustangs' 7th run of the game. They lead at 7-5, and the meeting is over at the mound. It'll be Joe Barnhart, who has popped out to the catcher, popped out to third, and walked. So Joe is 0 for 2 in this one. Sophomore catcher out of Tokay High School, which I believe is in Lodi. So the right-handed hitter up here against the right-hander Joey Garrienti. 7-5 Mustangs. Inside for a ball. 1-0. Garcia with a massive lead over at first base with nobody holding. I wouldn't be surprised if Duncan Hansen thinks about taking a throw down there to Willie Tatum. But right now, the 1 ball, no strike count on Barnhart. Grounder out toward shortstop. Eels has it, flips it over to second for the out. So the Mustangs score 1. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Mustangs with a 7-5 lead.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Towing. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We'd love to see you.
Pass flung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the... He's going to look that way. Now he's going to duck down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kid. That's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15, comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5. Or bottom of the 6th inning. Cam Weatherford, the new pitcher for San Joaquin Delta, as Michael Medeiros goes 5 innings, 7 hits, 5 runs, 3 of them earned. He struck out 3. Weatherford coming on to take his spot. Let's see what we've got on Cam. I'd like to consult the... Well, I don't see anything for Cam, so maybe he's making his season debut here in the 3rd game of this series. We will tell you that he comes out of Arroyo High School. He is a sophomore. And he will be facing Duncan Hansen to start the inning off, so that should get you up to speed. Hansen has struck out and grounded to 3rd so far, so Duncan is 0 for 2, followed by Marcus Babada and Willie Tatum. So it's 7, 8, and 9 for the Beavers here. They trail 7-5. We are in the bottom of the 6th inning. So here's Duncan, 241 coming in. Weatherford from the stretch on the inside corner for a strike. 0-1. Hansen chops one down the 3rd baseline. That's a fair ball. Garcia has it over to first base and gets him by a couple of steps. So 1 out quickly here in the 6th inning, and to bring up Marcus Babada, who is struck out and grounded to 1st. So he is 0 for 2 in this one. Hit the ball well in the grounded to 1st, but hit right to MacArthur. With the infield in back in the 4th inning. Swing and a miss from Weatherford. From the stretch, delivers, swings and misses again, kind of a check swing. 0-2 on Marcus. Francesco came in yesterday and did an incredible job for the Mustangs in relief. 5 innings, 8 strikeouts, and just 1 hit allowed. Actually picked up the win in that game. And Weatherford spelling Michael Banderas, who's the pitcher of record in this one. Bada chops it foul down the first base line. Stays at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Willie Tatum to follow for the Beavers. We are in the bottom of the 6th inning from Beaver Field. An overcast Beaver Field for about the last 2 innings. Outside from Weatherford. Evens it up on Marcus at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Whiskey is missing from down in front of us, along with Whiskey's owner, so it must be some sort of, official visit, yeah. Fastball in there, call strike 3. 2 outs quickly here in the bottom of the 6th inning, and that'll bring up Willie Tatum, and we should mention Chris Brown, one of the assistant coaches for San Joaquin Delta. 6 of them down, only 4 to go. Reed Peters is the head guy over there. He's got a tremendously large and probably pretty skilled staff. All the help you can get at this level. Tatum takes in there for a strike. Willie has walked and grounded to shortstop, so he is 0 for 1 so far today. Sophomore from Grant High School, facing Cam Weatherford. That is in there, strike two. So far, it seems like the Beavers hitters having a little trouble picking the ball up from Weatherford, as he's got the ground out from Hanson and the strikeout of Babada, and he's quickly ahead of Willie Tatum 0-2. That's in the dirt. 1-2 on Willie. Brett Griffiths on deck. If Willie can get something started here in the bottom of the sixth. Swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. 2 strikeouts, 3 outs in the sixth inning. We go to the top of the seventh, and the Mustangs lead this one 7-5.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family. Local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Oh, I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed a job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Got dragged there, and I didn't. He's an actor? Oh, crap. Who cares?
You got the rest of your life to be, serious. But
Just tweet it out and then don't
And
really
then run away.
Yeah.
No, I think it happens to some of us. Maybe it sounds a little personal to you, but
I didn't want me to
yeah, I don't
sound
know.
that
It just
way.
maybe sounds like that. 'Cause
Generally,
I know
fine.
Again, you're a very bright guy.
Yeah.
You see right into
Right
my
through
soul,
you.
my friend. That's why I have so many jobs, because people think I'm funny when they're driving home. Top of the seventh inning from Beaver Field on the campus of American River College. Mark the Phantom Low here with you. Chris Toy running the show. Oh, he has been replaced by the great Stones McCoy, who's taken over, giving Chris a little bit of a break because he's had to work very hard. The first 6 innings, we had interviews, we had cat owners storming the press box, we had people calling in from Canada. It's been a very tiring day so far. Braden Schnabel will start us off in the top of the seventh. Ian Guanzone will follow him, and then the number 1 hitter, Park Romney. 1 ball and no strikes. Joey Garrienti working on. He came on in the end up the 5th inning, gave up 1 run in the 6th on 1 hit, a couple of walks. Schnabel with a hit, 2 hits in this one. He is 2 for 3 with an RBI. Takes that one down the middle for a strike. Braden came in at 288, picked up RBI number 20 on the campaign back in the 5th inning with a single. Singled also in the 4th inning after flying out to right field back in the 2nd. Breaking ball catches the inside corner, 1-2. Schnabel out of Corona del Sol in Arizona. Beer of the Sun is what that stands for. Got a pretty good authority, that's what it stands for. That's how it's translated anyway. Outside for a ball, 2-2. Tomorrow it's softball from Becky Russ Field on ARC Athletics YouTube, also Stones Radio Network's YouTube. We urge you to subscribe to one and or both so you never miss any ARC action. Also Lincoln Potters this summer on Stones Radio Network's YouTube. 2-2 pitch in there, call strike 3. So Schnabel's out on strikes. Ian Guanzon will be the next hitter, and just to let you know, tomorrow, originally scheduled for noon and 2, the doubleheader has been moved up 2 hours, so the first pitch will be at 10 a.m. tomorrow. And then the second one, usually, historically, I would say 12:35, somewhere in that area. Hopefully getting it in before the weather comes in later in the day. So Guanzon, his single, sacrifice, and grounded to third is up. Takes that one in there for a strike on 1. It's Santa Rosa Junior College, I believe, coming in as the Beavers have been on kind of a roll softball-wise, and have improved their conference record to 7-6. Big doubleheader going on with Santa Rosa tomorrow as we move into the second half of the season. 1-1 on Gonzon. Ian out of Pleasant Valley High School, just a freshman. Played shortstop on Tuesday, playing second base in this one today. Chopped off. I think that was off Ian, so it'll be a foul ball as Garrienti gets on it right away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 10 and 12:30-ish tomorrow on these same YouTube channels. Always exciting, always fun. American River College softball, a tremendous conference, the Big 8 Conference. Beavers have moved into 4th place in the conference. A recent good play. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Reynolds going out, but coming in the right fielder, Winalski, and Wyatt will get it in right center field. About medium deep in right center field for the second out. It'll be Park Romney coming up to the plate. Park started off with a single, scored a run back in the first, but since then has fly to left and right and then grounded to third. So he is 1 for 4. Center fielder out of Farmington, Utah. 13 runs batted in on the season. The fastball is outside, 1-0. Gabe Natividad is on deck. Gabe's got 3 hits in this one. One ball, no strike on Park Romney. Outfield, straight away and medium deep for Park, who's hit a couple of them on Tuesday were pretty deep. That's a breaking ball in there for a strike. 1-1 from Joey Garrienti. No activity, it seems like, in either pen right now, although there's a little milling around there. Kind of very hazy figures down in the Beavers bullpen. Kind of like bad CCTV footage. Line drive, base hit, left field. Second hit of the day for Park Romney. He's at first base with 2 outs and brings up Natividad, who has doubled, singled, fly to right, and singled again and scored 2 runs in this one already. Out of Douglas, Nevada, freshman.
Number 4, shortstop Gabe Natividad.
13 hits now for the Mustangs. Through 6 2/3 innings. Let's see if the runner is going at first base. Pretty good lead. Not going. Sharply hit out to shortstop. Hops up. It's going to have to hurry at first. Eels throws him out. Good play, Darren Eels, to stay with it and gunned it across the diamond to get him by a half a step at first. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Beavers trail this one 7-5.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop and Towing. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We'd love to see you.
Pass flung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the... He's going to look that way. Now he's going to duck down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kid. That's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15. Comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5. Bottom of the 7th for the home team. They trail it 7-5. Top of the order, Brett Griffiths, then Wyatt Winalski and Darren Eels. As Jones McCoy shows how mature he is by turning the camera on in here, and that's great. Okay, so, oh, hi, yes, okay, yes. He's the puppet master. Cam Weatherford came on in the 6th inning in relief of Michael Banderas. He struck out 2 and got the other hitter on a ground out, so he was 3 for 3 in the 6th. He faces Griffiths now, who's got a couple of hits, a double and a single. He's driven in a run. He's also flied to center. So Brett is 2 for 3. Check swing, and it is a ball, 1-0. I'm going to ask the first base ump. He says, I'm not even going to answer that. 1 ball, no strikes. Weatherford from the stretch. Hit sharply but fouled down the third baseline. If we're going to acknowledge whiskey from Canada, we've got to acknowledge the OGG, original great-grandma for Brett Griffiths up in Oregon. Grandma in Reading and great-grandma in Oregon. We've got to say hey to them because they are part of the Stones Radio Network, American River College Athletics YouTube family, as is Whiskey the Cat. Line drive, right field. That's a base hit. So no jinx there. Just because we mentioned him doesn't mean that, Brett's not going to get a base hit. He has 3 now. He's at first base with nobody out, and Wyatt Winalski, the hitter. Winalski singled in the first. He flied to center in the third. Then he grounded out to MacArthur at first base in the 4th inning. So Wyatt is 1 for 3. Came in at 243. Garcia comes up at third base on the infield grass. Swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch, 0-1. So 3 more hits for Brett today. He hit the ball on the nose 4 times. He came in at 318. He scored 22 runs coming in. He scored in the first, so 23. Would love to make it 24 here in the 6th. Winalski shows bunt, pulls it back. That's right in there for a strike, 0-2. Darren Eels on deck for the Beavers. Number 3 hitter, and then Jaden Reynolds. 0-2. A little bit of activity for the Mustangs. Over to first base. A quick throw to first, but not in time. Pretty good motion. Pretty good move for a right-hander. Might keep Griffiths just a step close. Robert Orr warming up for the Mustangs, or loosening up for the Mustangs. Throw it over to first again. That one not quite as close. Robert, a freshman from St. George School in British Columbia. Unless BC stands for something else like Bicoalinga or something like that, but I don't think it does. One ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Off-speed pitch got Winalski. 3rd strikeout for Weatherford, and that'll bring up Darren Eels. Was an RBI ground out in the 1st, then singled and scored in the 4th and grounded out to 3rd in the 5th. So Darren is 1 for 3 with an RBI and run scored. Throw over to first base, and back is Griffiths. Darren picked up RBI number 17 in the 1st inning. Has 4 home runs, leading the Beavers in that category. Duncan Hansen, the catcher, has 18 runs batted in. Fastball inside corner, called strike. Pretty tight on Darren Eels. 0-1. Cam Weatherford comes to us from Arroyo High School. He's a sophomore, making his first appearance of the season as far as we can tell. As his throw back to first drives Griffith back into the bag. Oh, 1 pitch upcoming. Line drive, but it's foul. Off-speed pitch that he got ahead of and drilled it right by the left field pavilion down there. Makes it 0-2 on Darren. High and tight, 1-2. Good waist pitch though. Mustangs 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third, 2 in the fifth, 1 in the sixth. Beavers with 1 in the first, and they had 4 in the fourth to momentarily take the lead, but they trail it now 7-5. Throw over to first again by Weatherford. Grant MacArthur at first base for the Mustangs. In Guanzon at second. Gabe Natividad at short, and Mateo Garcia at third. Joseph Barnhart behind the plate. 1-2 pitch lays off, and it's 2-2. Rodriguez, Romney, and French in the outfield. 2 balls, 2 strikes now on Darren Eels. In the dirt again, off-speed pitch. Nice block by Barnhart. Has been doing that all week, so it's 3 balls and 2 strikes now. Would be surprised if Griffiths is taken off with 1 out, as Weatherford's shown himself to be a strikeout pitcher. And he's been keeping Brett close the entire time. And he keeps him close again. Just a little bit of reminder, as our buddy Jean-Claude, the French Bulldog, down the third base line on his 49er blanket, just sitting kind of hanging out. Ball 4. 50 now. He's got 11 runs batted in. He's got runners at first and second and 1 out here in the 7th inning. Jose Vega to follow. Reynolds takes the fastball. It's called strike 1. He got a ho-ho-ho from Stones McCoy, so that's always a bad sign if you're in the umpire union. Popped up. Coming back at Barnhart, see if he can get it. He reaches up and it pops out of his glove, and he tries again and can't make the play. Very, very tough play coming all the way back to the fence. It just barely came down in play, but Reynolds will have another chance now with 0-2 on Jaden. Bounced off Barnhart's glove, and then he tried to find it again. Almost had a chance to get the second chance catch, but no such luck, and Jaden will get another pitch. Well, it rolls over a grounder, slowly hit out to second. Guanzon has it, throws to first. I don't think he got him. He did not. Reynolds runs very well from the left side of the plate. Guanzon had to go to his left, and Reynolds beats it out. The bases are loaded. Reynolds has his 3rd hit of the game, and it's all on Jose Vega, who is grounded to third, singled in a run, and then lined out to shortstop. Those were all against Michael Banderas. 2nd hit of the inning. 9 hits now for the Beavers, and with the bases loaded and 1 out, it's Vega with Nick Golden on deck. Slice down the right field line. That's going to be a tough play down there. It's nice diving catch. A run will score. What a beautiful catch, though, by Blaine French, and he gets it back in. So Vega delivers, but so does Blaine French. It's a 7-6 ball game, and moving up to third was Darren Eels on the play. Vega picks up another RBI. He's got 2 today. So now first and third, Nick Golden the hitter. Just really made even more difficult by the fact that Blaine, left-handed out there, had to go across his body and make that diving play, and then bounced right back up, but scoring easily from third was Griffiths, his 2nd run scored of the day. Golden takes in there for a strike on 1. Reynolds stole second base the last time he was on, back in the 5th, on a very close play. See if Coach Jay dials that one up again. 0-1 now on Nick Golden. Throw over to first base, thinking the same way as Weatherford. Golden is grounded out, sacrificed, and struck out. So he's 0 for 2, did score a run. He reached base on the sacrifice, the throwing error by the pitcher Banderas. That was back in the 4th. He bunts that one down the third baseline. That's a beautiful bunt. Nobody been able to make a play, and the game is tied on this sacrifice bunt by Nick Golden. Beautiful bunt by Golden. He gets the base hit. He gets the RBI, and it's first and second, and it's 3 hits in the inning, and this game is now tied again, this time at 7. And here's Duncan Hansen. I don't think he can make that a better bunt if he would have placed it down the third base line. So we're going to have a meeting at the mound for the Mustangs. We'll take a break, take a breath here. Bottom of the 7th, we are all tied at 7.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Told Rick, I said, this is the guy that's going to lead us out of the.
He can't even lead us out of the
He
parking
can't get
lot.
out of the parking lot.
So just moments ago, a rhubarb, a brouhaha between Mr. Reynolds, the great Jerry Reynolds, and the great Mr. Basketball.
They always wear
He
something
dresses
different.
He has his suit on and stuff.
So,
yeah.
so it's like, hey, fans, I'm different.
Yeah.
You know, I'm the man.
Well,
See, so.
yeah.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We'd love to see you.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us to schedule your service today.
Pitching change for the Mustangs here in the bottom of the 7th. Robert Orr, the freshman, comes on for his 10th appearance. He is 2-2 on the season, 24 1/3 innings, 21 strikeouts and 7 walks and a 2.95 ERA. Robert also has been credited with 1 save this season, so he will come in to face Duncan Hansen with the runners at first and second. Second is Reynolds. At first is Nick Golden, who just dropped the best bunt I've ever seen down. That is in there for a strike. Oh, 0-1 on Duncan, who's grounded to third twice and struck out. Check swing, and he did go around on the off-speed pitch in the dirt, so it's 0-2. Robert Orr, seeing about 6'3" out there. He's a big guy. As we sat out of St. George School in British Columbia, just a freshman. 0-2 now on Duncan Hansen. Fastball call, strike 3. So we go to the top of the 8th inning. Beavers scored twice. Our score in the top of the 8th, Beavers 7, Mustangs 7.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Got dragged there, and I didn't. He's an actor. Oh crap! Who cares?
You got the rest of your life to be, serious. But
just tweet it out and then don't
And
really
then run away.
No, I think it happens to some of us. Maybe it sounds a little personal to you, but
I didn't want me.
Yeah,
to
I don't
sound
know.
that
It just
way.
maybe sounds like that. 'Cause I
Generally,
know-
Fine.
Again, you're a very bright guy. You
Yeah.
see right into
Right
my
through
soul,
you.
my friend. That's why I have so many jobs, because people think I'm funny when they're driving home. Top of the 8th inning, we're tied at 7. First of all, apologies to Coach Nate Gregory of San Joaquin Delta College. We did not mention him as the assistant coach for the 7th inning for the Mustangs. So going to mention Nate Gregory and commend all the coaches for both squads and everybody who donates their time or energy to help any program at any level. So Nate Gregory, well done. We go to the top of the 8th inning. And Dominic Rodriguez will start us off, and then Blaine French and Grant MacArthur. And for seems like the 5th or 10th time, the new ball game situation. We are tied at 7. Hard grounder to the left of short. That's into center field, and Rodriguez has himself his 4th base hit. 4 hits and a sacrifice fly for Dominic Rodriguez. And he is down at first base with nobody out, and Blaine French coming to the plate. Sacrifice fly in the first, then single, home run, single. French is lined into a double play, been hit by a pitch, grounded to third, hit into a fielder's choice. So Blaine is 0 for 3. Home run yesterday and a home run on Tuesday for the sophomore from Oakland Tech. Line drive center field. Rabada goes back, still goes back, looks up, and that one is out of here. Blaine French has done it for the 3rd day in a row, and just like that, the Mustangs are back on top 9-7. Three games in a row, Blaine French. He came into this week with 1 home run. He now has 4. Picked up 2 more runs batted in, gets his total to 24, and puts the Mustangs back on top 9-7. And brings Grant MacArthur to the plate. Grant is singled, walked, lined out, and walked, so he is 1 for 2. Drove in a run in the 3rd and scored a run in the 2nd. So just like that, 9-7. Last time the Beavers had the lead, it lasted 1 pitch before Rodriguez hit a home run. They tie it up in it last 2 batters before the Rodriguez single and the French home run. And MacArthur takes inside for a ball, 1-0. Grant came in at 287. Picked up RBI number 26 back in the 3rd inning. Look out, that's over the head of MacArthur. 2-0. I'm just going to give a new baseball to Duncan Hansen. He didn't like the sound, didn't like the looks of that one. At least Whiskey the Cat is now looking the right way, so he could be watching the game. Probably checking out that very good boy down there at the front row. Nice looking fastball, but it misses. 3 balls and no strikes. Guarantee stares back in. He goes, really? 3-0 on MacArthur. Mateo Garcia to follow. 2 runs already in the inning for the Mustangs. That fastball's on the inside corner. 3-1. $15 hits now for the Mustangs in this one. 2 of those going out of the park, Rodriguez and French. That's in the dirt, ball 4. 3rd walk for MacArthur. He had also 2 walks yesterday, so His on-base percentage going way up, and he goes down to first base. And now we're going to have a meeting at the mound here for the Beavers. We'll step away for just a second. We are in the top of the 8th inning. Mustangs on top, 9-7.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Towing. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food.
Ready to go here. Mateo Garcia stepping in. He's single, doubled, walked, and popped out. MacArthur at first base. Still nobody out here in the top of the 8th inning. At misses, a little bit high, a little bit outside. 1-0 on Garcia. Joe Barnhart to follow Mateo. Sophomore from Pittman High School. Look out, that hits him. So he'll go down to first base. So a single, a home run, a walk, and then a hit batter here in the 8th inning after the Beavers had tied it up at 7, and it'll bring up Joe Barnhart, who has popped out to the catcher trying to sacrifice back in the 2nd. Then he popped to 3rd, walked, and into a fielder's choice. So Joe's 0 for 3 so far in this one. 2 for 9 on the week. Catcher out of Tokay High School, the Tokay Tigers, as we found out earlier in the game. I was thinking about Pittman. I think Pittman might be the Trojans. It sounds like a Trojans. Check on that, will you, Chris Toya, Director of Mascot Information here at Stones Radio Network, GMI. He bunts that one back to the mound. Garrienti has it. He's going to go to first base to Willie Tatum. And so Barnhart drops that one down perfectly, moves the runners along. At 2nd and 3rd are MacArthur and Garcia, and that'll bring up Braden Schnabel. 2 hits out of 4 appearances for Braden in this one so far. Beavers are going to have to move the infield in as they trail it by 2 in the top of the 8th. Schnabel flied to right in the 2nd, then singled in the 4th and 5th, and struck out looking in the 7th. Got an RBI back in the 5th for that single, his 20th of the campaign. That's in there for a strike on 1. Good looking pitch from Joey Garrienti. Ian Guanzon, number 9 hitter on deck for the Mustangs. I think the Pittman Pride came up before. That's line foul. Is that their name, the Pittman Pride? Okay. I think we talked about that earlier. Oh, okay, but then they have a picture of a lion, which is because the Pride. Okay, I'm getting there. It takes me a while. But just call yourself the Pittman Lions. Is that what they are? Okay. That would be much easier. That's right. 0-2. Line drive right center field. That is going to get down for a base hit. 1 run will score easily. This other runner had to hold. They're going to hold him at 3rd as Schnabel slides into 2nd. He's got an RBI double, and it's now 10-7 in favor of the Mustangs. 3rd hit for Braden today. And Garcia had to kind of wait to see if that one was going to, he didn't have a very good angle, so he waited and made it to 3rd. Schnabel's at 2nd. We're going to get a pitching change here in the 8th, so we'll take a little bit of a break with 3 runs in for the Mustangs, and we are in the top of the 8th with San Joaquin on top, 10-7.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Told Rick, I said, this is the guy that's going to lead us out of the.
He can't even lead us out of the
He
parking
can't get out of the parking lot.
So we just moments ago, a rhubarb, a brouhaha between Mr. Reynolds, the great Jerry Reynolds, and the great Mr. Basketball.
They always wear
He
something
dresses different. He has his
Yeah.
suit on and stuff.
So, so it's like, hey, fans, I'm different.
Yeah.
You know, I'm the man.
Well,
See, so.
yeah.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Telling. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We'd love to see you.
New pitcher for the Beavers, Jose Vega, making his 12th appearance, 0-3 on the season, 22 2/3 innings, 24 strikeouts, a 5.97 ERA, and he will face Ian Guanzon with runners at second and third and one out here in the 8th inning. Mustangs have already scored 3 times, and they lead it 10-7. Ian has singled, he sacrificed, grounded to third, and flied to right. So 1 for 3 so far with an RBI for Guanzon, his 7th of the season. Came into the game at 250. Infield in again for the Beavers as the freshman from Highlands High prepared to deliver the 1-0 pitch. In the dirt, 2-0. Top of the order, Park Romney on deck for the Mustangs. Fastball catches the inside corner, 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike. Still just 1 out here in the 8th inning. Line drive snagged by Eels, goes to third for the double play. Darren Eels pulls out the web gem, and the Beavers are out of it, but not before the Mustangs have scored 3 times as we move into the bottom of the 8th. It's Delta 10, the Beavers 7.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We'd love to see you.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise so you can have peace of mind. Contact us to schedule your service today.
Oh, I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. Personally, the most rewarding part is about eating it. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Bottom of the 8th inning, Robert Orr still out on the mound for the Mustangs. He'll pitch to Marcus Babada, Willie Tatum, and Brett Griffiths. And yes, Whiskey the cat does belong to Robert Orr. You know, because he's from British Columbia, and it's the cat. Remember, we said Whiskey is a cat that goes to the Canadian Children's Hospital. So, yeah, fastball's in there for a strike. There's Whiskey. again, the first time that Whiskey's turned around to watch the game has been when Robert Orr came in to pitch, and so that should have been a heads up right there. Another fastball in there for a strike. Orr came on in the bottom of the 7th and struck out Duncan Hansen to end that inning, and he started off Bovada with 2 strikes here. He had 21 strikeouts and 7 walks coming into the game. Check swing inside to Marcus, who was struck out twice and grounded to first. He's followed by Willie Tatum. Beavers momentarily tied, now trail at 10-7. Check swing, he did not go, I don't think. No, he did not, so it's 2-2. We're bringing it up there pretty well from the right side. As we said, about 6'3" or so. Fastball call, strike 3. So 2 straight called third strikes from Robert Orr. 1 out here, and Willie Tatum coming to the plate. He's grounded out, struck out, and walked. Except that is not Willie Tatum. We've got a pinch hitter, Jake Morrell. So Jake Morrell coming up to hit for Willie Tatum. Jake, a sophomore out of Whitney High School, left-handed hitter against the right-hander Robert Orr, with Brett Griffiths to follow in the top of the order. Jake swings and misses at an off-speed pitch. 0-1. Fouls that one into the catcher's glove and off the catcher's glove. So it's quickly 0-2 on Jake Morrell. Jake hitting 179 on the season in just 28 at-bats. Does have a pair of runs batted in. Also see some time on the mound for the Beavers. That's in the dirt. 1-2 now on Jake. Mustangs put up 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third, 2 in the fifth, 1 in the sixth, and then 3 in the eighth. Beavers had 4 in the fourth, 2 in the seventh. Line drive by Morrell. Is that going to stay fair? Yes, it is. Down the right field line. That'll get all the way to the fence. Picked up by French. Morrell's going to go into second base with a pinch hit double and trying to get the Beavers started here in the bottom of the eighth. Put that one perfectly down the right side, and here is the hottest hitter on the team, Brett Griffiths, who doubled in the first, flied to center on a line drive in the third, then RBI single in the fourth, and single and scored in the seventh. So Brett is 3 for 4 in this one. 7 for 13 on the week. Sophomore out of Jesuit. Up here with Morrell at second base. First hit off Orr. 11th hit for the Beavers, who had double-digit hits now on Tuesday and Thursday. Griffiths takes inside and low for a ball, 1-0. Wyatt Winalski to follow. Morrell gets back. Is coming in behind him is Guanzon, but throws a little bit off from Robert Orr. Whiskey the Cat sitting patiently. Check swing and he went around, so it's 1-1 on Brett Griffin. Ground ball foul down the third base line. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Brett Griffiths as Morrell with a pretty big lead out at second base. Guanzon is close to second base, but not really making an effort to keep Jake on. Griffiths with his base hit last time was a line drive to right field. Hits that ball high in center field. Going back is the center fielder Romney. Still going back. He'll make the catch. Morrell's going to tag and bluff going to third. So Brett hit it well again, but that time right into center field to Park Romney. 2 outs, and Wyatt Winalski the last hope for the Beavers here in the 8th inning as he will come to the plate. 1 for 4 for Wyatt in this one. Singled back in the first. First one is in there for a strike to Wyatt. Oh, and 1. That's in the dirt. Another good block by Barnard, who hasn't let anything get by him in the 2 games that we've seen here, Tuesday and Thursday. The sophomore from Tokay, the Tokay Tigers, as we learned. Still really puzzling over that whole Pittman thing, though. Pittman pride with the lines. Throw back to second base. A little bit too high. Tividad pulls it down, so it's nothing happened except for Jake Morrell got his uniform a little bit dirty, diving back into the bag. 1-1 on Wyatt. Fastball misses outside, missed by much. 2-1. No activity in the pen for the Mustangs at the time. I don't think there's, actually we do have some movement around for the Beavers. Line drive left field, slicing, coming in. They're going to hold Morrell at third base as the throw comes in off the glove of the third baseman. But I think that's a good move because coming in was Rodriguez in left field, and he was right on that one as Winalski slices the line drive. Second hit of the inning, but having to stay at third as Jake Morrell brings up Darren Eels. So Wyatt has his second hit of the day. He's 2 for 5, and here's Darren Eels, who is RBI ground out. Then he singled in the 4th, grounded out in the 3rd, and walked and scored in the 7th. He scored twice. He's driven in 1. That ball's a little bit too high for a ball. 1-0 on Darren Eels. Picked up RBI number 17 back in the first inning. Came in at 219, a sophomore from Bear Creek High School. Outside, 2-0. Barnard trying to slow down Robert Orr on the mound a little bit. And here comes half the infield to do the same thing. It's the left side of the infield's turn, so they'll come in. Gives us a chance to acknowledge assistant coach Bob Kittle of the Delta College Mustangs. That's 8 down and 2 to go for assistant coaches. The head guy, Reed Peters. 2-0 on Darren Eels. Swing. Fouled into the catcher's glove, so it's 2-1. Had a good cut at that one. It's the fastball. Came right where Darren wanted it. Couldn't do anything with it. 2-1. Jade Reynolds would be next. Fastball inside corner. That's the place that most of the batters have found a little bit of issue with the call from the umpire, but he's been calling it there all day. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sharply hit right at second baseman Guanzon. He steps on the bag for the out. So Eels hit it hard, but White at second base. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Beavers still trail at 10-7.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise so you can have peace of mind. Contact us to schedule your service today.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. Personally, the most rewarding part is about eating it. always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Top of the ninth, top of the order for the Mustangs. It'll be Park Romney, then Gabe Natividad, and Dominic Rodriguez against Jose Vega, the third pitcher for the Beavers in this one. Inside for a ball, 1-0. Romney 2 hits and a run scored in 5 appearances. So 7 for 15 for the week with 4 runs scored. Playing out in center field for the Mustangs. Takes that one down the right field line, but it's foul. 1 ball and 1 strike on Park. Inside, and that hit him. So Romney goes down to first base, third time he's reached today, and that'll bring up Gabe Natividad, who has 3 hits. He's 3 for 5 and has scored 2 times. Doubled in the first, singled in the third, flied out in the fourth, and singled and scored in the sixth. Grounded to short back in the 7th inning on a fine play by Darren Eales. Came in at 244. Takes that one high. 1-0. Freshman out of Douglas, Nevada. Romney at first base. High again, 2-0. After Natividad, Rodriguez, French, and MacArthur. A tough stretch there for any pitcher. So obviously, Romney and Natividad very important to keep him off the base pass, but Romney already down there with the hit batter. He's back on the throw from Vega as Jake Morrell has taken over at first base after hitting for Willie Tatum. Griffiths, Eales, and Reynolds the rest of the infield. Golden, Babada, and Winalski in the outfield, and Duncan Hansen behind the plate. Jose Vega, the third Beavers pitcher. There goes the runner. That's inside. The throw to second by Hansen is just a little bit late. No, the call is out at second base. So Romney is out from Hansen. It looked a little bit late coming in, but the tag was applied, and Romney is out. Natividad, though, took, I believe, ball 3. You know, it's 2-1 that was called a strike on the inside corner. So it's 2-1. Inside for a ball, 3-1. 10-7 Mustangs. They're trying to go 10-5 in conference play and 20-11 on the season. Inside corner, call strike 2. He didn't flip the bat, but he had taken 2 steps down the first base line. It's that inside corner that's been problematic, especially in the last couple of innings, it seems like. So a full count here, 1 out in the 9th. Breaking ball, call strike 3. So start out with hit batter. We've got a thrown out runner trying to steal and a call strike 3. 2 outs and Dominic Rodriguez, who has been very difficult for the Beavers pitchers today. He had a sacrifice fly in the first, then singled in the third, homer in the 5th, singled in the 6th, then singled and scored in the 8th. The freshman out of Turlock came in at 421. Takes the fastball inside for a ball right into the hands right there on Dom. Blaine French on deck. 2 outs here in the 9th. Luke Austin started for the Beavers, went 4 2/3, and Joey Garrienti went an inning and 2/3 before Vega took over and delivered that strike, 1-1. "16 hits so far for the Mustangs in this one. 1-1 pitch coming to Rodriguez. Line drive right back up the middle, base hit center field. Just missed Jose Vega. And Rodriguez has 5 hits on the day. And that'll bring up Blaine French. Now we got a pinch hitter here for French. Number 1, Jackson River. Okay, River Jackson. We'll go either way. High fly ball center field. Winalski's going to have to come in a little bit. He will have time, and he will make the catch for the out. So no runs, a hit, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Mustangs lead it 10-7.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Got dragged there, and I didn't. He's an actor? Oh, crap. Who cares?
You got the rest of your life to be, serious. But
just tweet it out and then don't really
then
respond.
run away.
Yeah.
No, I think it happens to some of us. Maybe it sounds a little personal to you, but
I didn't want me to
yeah, I don't
sound
know.
that
It just
way.
maybe sounds like that. 'Cause
Generally,
I know
again, you're a very bright guy.
Yeah.
You see right into
Right
my
through
soul,
you.
my friend. That's why I have so many jobs, because people think I'm funny when they're driving home. Bottom of the 9th inning, Robert Orr still out on the mound. He's the 3rd pitcher for the Mustangs. Michael Banderas went the first 5, then Weatherford an inning and 2/3, and Robert Orr came in to get a strikeout at the end of the 7th inning. Jade Reynolds will start us off. He is 3 for 4 in this one. And then Jose Vega and Nick Golden. Check swing in there for a strike from Orr. 2 strikeouts and 2 hits allowed by Orr so far. That's fouled back by Jaden, who came in at 349 with 11 runs batted in. 3 for 8 on the week. He is now 6 out of 12. But quickly 0-2 in this at bat. In the dirt. 1-2. It's like Jackson has taken over out in right field for French after pinch hitting and flying out to end the top of the 9th. Line drive to left field, giving a couple of feet, and then Rodriguez had to come in and catch that one. Basically a shoestring catch, and Reynolds is retired. Brings up Jose Vega. They started out as a DH. He is now the pitcher for the Beavers. He grounded out, had a single, RBI single in the 4th, lined out in the 5th, and then hit a sacrifice fly in the 7th. Vega steps in here against Orr with 1 out of the 9th. Takes a fastball for a strike. Shout out to assistant coaches Lee Landis and Gabe Guerrero for San Joaquin Delta College. And that will wrap up the roll call for Delta assistant coaches. Inside for a ball. And again, we commend all assistant coaches and just wanted to get them all in there. Todd Conroy, Ben Cornfield, Chris Garcia, Marcus Garcia, Mike Hankins, and Lou Zabia That's the Beaver side. We can't let them go wanting. There's a fastball, and it misses. Two balls, one strike. Vega followed by Nick Golden for the Beavers. High pop-up right field coming in is Jackson. Makes the catch. So 2 outs here in the ninth, and Nick Golden will come to the plate. He is grounded to second, sacrifice, struck out, and then an RBI bunt single back in the 7th inning. Swing and a miss at the fastball. Nick, a freshman out of El Camino High School. 0-1. Beavers take on Cosumnes River College in this series for next week. Just one home game. That'll be on Thursday. We'll be out here, 2 o'clock, first pitch. Look out, inside. Golden's going to get hit by that pitch, so he'll go down to first base. So Duncan Hansen comes up here with 2 outs. Hansen has struck out twice and grounded to third twice. Golden down at first. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Short lead by Golden at first base. Check swing, did he go? No, he did not. So it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Hey, we're going to check with the umpire on the bases. Couldn't find him, but he's right there. Right there on the right side of the pitcher's mound from our vantage point. He said no swing. Swing, that was a swing. 1-2, Duncan Hansen. David Henry has stepped out on deck in case he gets a chance to bat for Marcus Babata. But it's 1-2 on Duncan Hansen. Check swing, the runner goes. The throw to second base is a little bit late. And sliding in there is Nick Golden. So he is in scoring position with 2 outs and a 2-2 count on Duncan Hansen. Grounder down to third base. Garcia has it on the big hop across the diamond, and that's your ball game. No runs, no hits, 1 left in the ninth. Our final score, Delta College wins this one 10-7. Robert Orr comes out of the pen. He gets the win. The hitting star, Dominic Rodriguez with 5 hits, but Blaine French with a home run on Tuesday, a home run on Wednesday, and a home run on Thursday, 3 for the series. Your final score, 10-7. Beavers take on Cosumnes next week. We're here on Thursday at 2 o'clock on YouTube, ARC Athletics, Stones Radio Networks. A reminder, tomorrow at 10 a.m., first game between ARC and Santa Rosa Junior College at Becky Russ Field, the softball diamond. Check it out at Stones Radio Networks YouTube or ARC Athletics YouTube. For Mark the Phantom Lowe and for Chris Toy and for our boss Stones McCoy, we thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.